So let's start discussing Bhrigu Samhita. Samhita is one of the oldest, astrological books which talks about the years, and there is no concept of dasha in this. You have to go. You have to understand the progression of houses. So let's. I was thinking to do video on each uh, chart and decode. I'm not pro in this because this is one of the oldest scriptures. Many people have tried to understand this gem, you know because Saint Rishi Bhrigu, he is one of the most like his biggest saint sages who has given astrology, and people like me who are from modern period, I think it is extremely difficult, but still I'll try to understand. See, everybody has to decode in their own terms because everybody has different mindset, and definitely the classes are good, but you also have to understand yourself, like you have to really practice yourself to get to understand what is this all about. So let's see chart number 18. Okay, so here native father will make a livelihood in a Vedic educational service. So first thing, sun. Let's take the natural karaka of father, which is sun, and then that is ninth house. So this will happen due to combination of the Sun and Mercury in Taurus. Parallelly, Venus is placed in the Cancer. See, educational services, we need Mercury and Jupiter. So Sun with Mercury, definitely father is a very intellectual person. He is very good in communication, teaching, because Mercury is learning, teaching, educations and all. So, and it is in the sign of Taurus, which is talking and communication, and it also represents earning as well. So and the other sign of Taurus, that is Libra, also has Jupiter. So definitely there is some role of education in this chart for the father. So you can say that the father was into some kind of teaching, or or uh, also he may be interested in he must be good in the finances also. But yes, definitely if you want to see in one go, Sun Mercury connection to the educational field. Sun Karka for the father and the Mercury Karka for education is in the Taurus sign, which is also Karka of education. Venus in Cancer represents educational institutions. Okay, so Venus, because fourth house is also your primary education, and Venus Venus in the Cancer, I did know this. Venus in the Cancer, I didn't know this represents educational institution. But yes, fourth house can be why Venus in Cancer is educational institution, because Jupiter is exalted here, and Venus in the sign of in the sign where Jupiter is exalted can be seen as some connection to the educational institution. And the dispositor also, like the planet, Venus is also the dispositor of Mercury and Jupiter, so both again connected to the education. Native will own lands and houses. Cancer sign in zodiac stand for house and land, and Venus is posted here. Therefore, Venus being with sun behind it indicates so. See, Venus, anyways, Venus in the Cancer, I have seen many people getting good vehicles, properties. Uh, they are very much in, well, like they are able to afford multiple properties and all. And also, second thing is, if you see fifth and ninth to Venus, fifth, ninth to Venus is Mars. So Mars again is the karka for land and property. So it is supporting Venus. Like you have to count from fifth and ninth, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they are in the trine of Venus. So whatever is in the trine of Venus, they will support it. Whatever is eighth or sixth to Venus, they will not support it. So Mars will support anything which comes under property. And yeah, native will live by earning from propitiations to the divine and doing holy actions, living on austral life. As Saturn is followed by the Sun, Mercury placed in adjoining houses to Cancer, where Venus is placed with the Jupiter, and Ketu seventh to Saturn. Saturn, the Karka of service, aspected by Jupiter, and Ketu is responsible for such profession. The placement of Sun and Mercury next to Saturn and Venus in Cancer, along with aspect of Jupiter, Saturn, and Ketu, clearly describes his profession. Okay, so propitiation, I think priest, I think so, divine and doing holy actions. See, Saturn denotes your karma. Saturn is karma, and it is aspected by Jupiter, so something related to divine and holy, because Jupiter is also with Ketu. So definitely something with it, which is very divine, which is but it is in the sign of Libra, so definitely some kind of wealthy temple. It can be Tirupati or similar. Saturn, the Karka of service, aspected by Jupiter and Ketu, responsible. Okay, the placement of Sun and Mercury next to Saturn and Venus in Cancer, along with the aspect of Saturn or Jupiter, and clearly as Saturn is followed by Sun, Mercury placed adjoining houses to Cancer, where Venus is placed with Jupiter and Ketu. This is confusing, but yeah. Anyway, Saturn, the Karaka, Saturn is in the sign of Aries, and the dispositor is in the sign of Pisces, which is again spiritual, and 12th lord is aspecting Saturn, so definitely something related to spirituality. 10th lord, or you can also see 10th lord, 10th lord in the first house with 11th lord, but is aspected by Jupiter, so something related to spirituality. Jupiter Ketu anyways is spirituality. uh it can also, sometime I have seen, it can also be yogis and yoga